The Kansas City Chiefs have been the NFL's gold standard in recent years, with 3 Super Bowl victories in the past 6 seasons and a consistent presence in the AFC Championship game. Led by Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and a star-studded roster, the Chiefs are once again in the conversation for Super Bowl 60 in 2026. But are they the favorites to hoist the Lombardi Trophy? With the Philadelphia Eagles coming off a dominant Super Bowl 59 win and other contenders like the Baltimore Ravens and Buffalo Bills looming, the Chiefs face stiff competition. Let's break down their 2025 Super Bowl odds, analyze their strengths and challenges, and see if they deserve the hype. Current Super Bowl odds for 2025-26. As of May 15, 2025, the Chiefs' odds to win Super Bowl 60, scheduled for February 8, 2026, at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, stand at plus 750 across major sportsbooks like DraftKings and FanDuel. This places them 4th in the NFL, behind the Philadelphia Eagles, plus 600, Baltimore Ravens, plus 700, and Buffalo Bills, plus 700. According to DraftKings, the Chiefs have an 11.8% implied probability of winning the Super Bowl, trailing the Eagles, 14.3%, Ravens, 12.5%, and Bills, 12.5%. The Chiefs also have minus 125 odds to win the AFC West, making them heavy favorites for a 10th consecutive division title. Plus 370 odds to win the AFC Championship, third best behind the Ravens and Bills. Minus 380 odds to make the playoffs, implying a 79.2% chance of postseason play. While these numbers reflect confidence in Kansas City's ability to compete, they're not the outright favorites, a shift from earlier in the Mahomes era when they often topped the odds board. Why the Chiefs are still contenders. The Chiefs' case as Super Bowl contenders rests on several pillars that have defined their dynasty. 1. Patrick Mahomes, the ultimate X factor. Patrick Mahomes is the NFL's best quarterback, with 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 NFL MVPs, and a knack for clutch performances. In the 2024-25 season, he threw for 3,928 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions while adding 307 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. His ability to make no-look passes, sidearm throws, and game-winning drives remains unmatched. Despite a career-high 36 sacks in 2024, Mahomes' 67.6 QBR was his second worst as a starter, raising questions about whether offensive line issues or defensive pressure could hinder him in 2025. Still, betting against Mahomes in big moments is a risky proposition. 2. Andy Reid and coaching stability. Head coach Andy Reid and defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo form one of the NFL's best coaching tandems. Reid's innovative play calling and Spagnuolo's aggressive defensive schemes have kept the Chiefs adaptable. Their ability to adjust in-game and maximize players like Chris Jones and Trent McDuffie is a massive advantage. However, some argue Reid's reliance on Mahomes' heroics can mask strategic flaws, especially if the offense stalls against elite defenses like Philadelphia's. 3. Roster depth and key returnees. The Chiefs return core players like Travis Kelce, 97 catches, 823 yards, and 3 touchdowns in 2024, though his age, 36, raises durability concerns. Chris Jones, a disruptive force on defense, critical to stopping the run and pressuring QBs. Xavier Worthy, emerged as a deep threat with 85 yards in the AFC Championship game. Kareem Hunt, 728 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns, providing balance. Off-season moves bolstered the roster. Re-signings, LB Nick Bolton, RB Kareem Hunt, DE Charles Omenihu, and others. New additions, OL Josh Simmons, draft, S. Mike Edwards, and QB Gardner Minshew. Key needs addressed, offensive tackle and pass rusher depth. 4. Clutch performance and culture. The Chiefs went 11-0 in one-possession games and 5-0 in games decided by a field goal in 2024, showcasing their ability to win tight contests. Their 15-game win streak, spanning multiple seasons, included comebacks and defensive stands, like Leo Chenal's blocked field goal against Denver. This championship DNA makes them dangerous in the playoffs. Challenges and red flags. Despite their strengths, the Chiefs face hurdles that could derail their Super Bowl hopes. 1. Super Bowl 59 hangover. The Chiefs' 40-22 loss to the Eagles in Super Bowl 59 exposed vulnerabilities. Philadelphia's rushing attack, led by Saquon Barkley's 2,447 yards, second most in NFL history, overwhelmed Kansas City's defense. The Eagles' offensive line exploited weaknesses in the Chiefs' front seven, and Mahomes faced constant pressure. If the Chiefs meet Philly again, they'll need to shore up their run defense, which ranked 11th in defensive rush success rate, 61%. 2. Offensive line concerns. Mahomes was sacked 36 times in the regular season and 5 more in the playoffs, the most in his career. The Chiefs benched 3 left tackles before settling on Joe Thuney, a guard by trade. While first-round pick Josh Simmons could solidify the line, his health and inexperience are question marks. Facing pass rushers like Baltimore's Kyle Van Noy or Buffalo's Greg Rousseau could spell trouble. 3. Aging stars and depth issues. Travis Kelce's production dipped slightly, and at 36, his workload is a concern. The running back room lacks a dynamic complement to Kareem Hunt, with Isaiah Pacheco's 310 yards underwhelming. Defensively, the Chiefs have only 5 defensive tackles, none on rookie deals, which could strain depth if injuries hit. 4. Tougher competition. The AFC is stacked with contenders. Philadelphia Eagles, plus 600. The defending champs boast a balanced offense, 5th in EPA, and top-ranked defense. Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts could exploit Kansas City's run defense again. Baltimore Ravens, plus 700. Lamar Jackson's dual threat ability and a stout defense make them a playoff threat. Buffalo Bills, plus 700. Josh Allen's MVP caliber play and a revamped defense keep them close to the Chiefs. Detroit Lions, plus 1,000. A high-powered offense and improving defense make them a dark horse. The Chiefs' 2025 schedule includes tough road games against Buffalo and San Francisco, though their 6-2 road record in 2023 suggests resilience. Still, the margin for error is razor-thin. 5. Chiefs fatigue and overexposure. Some analysts argue the Chiefs are overrated due to Chiefs fatigue. Their prime-time heavy schedule, 6 games in the first 6 weeks, and media saturation could lead to complacency or fan burnout. Posts on X have called their odds inflated due to Mahomes' brand rather than team performance. While this is speculative, maintaining focus amid hype will be key. Are the Chiefs overrated? The controversial hook asks, are the Chiefs' odds too high? Critics point to their 7-10 against the spread record in 2024, suggesting they underperformed expectations. A boring offense that relied on Mahomes' improvisational brilliance rather than consistent execution. A plus 3.9 EPA ranking, 6th in the NFL, trailing Philly's plus 6.0, indicating a less dominant overall performance. However, these critiques overlook Kansas City's intangibles. Their 15-2 record, undefeated home performance, 8-0, and perfect island game record, 8-0, show they win when it matters. Mahomes' 7-0 ATS record in playoff games with spreads within 3 points screams clutch. The overrated narrative seems more about fatigue with their success than evidence of decline. Bold prediction: Chiefs vs. Eagles rematch. Given the odds and team trajectories, a Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl 60 rematch is plausible. The Eagles' roster continuity and coaching give them a slight edge, but Kansas City's experience and Mahomes' magic could flip the script. If the Chiefs bolster their offensive line and run defense, they could edge out Philly in a 31-28 thriller, with Mahomes earning his 4th Super Bowl MVP. This assumes they navigate a brutal AFC gauntlet, likely facing Buffalo or Baltimore in the conference championship. Conclusion: favorites, but not locks. The Kansas City Chiefs are not the outright favorites for Super Bowl 60, trailing the Eagles, Ravens, and Bills in the odds. Their plus 750 odds reflect respect for Mahomes, Reed, and their dynasty but acknowledge roster questions and fierce competition. With an 11.8% chance of winning, they're contenders, not locks. Addressing offensive line woes, adding defensive depth, and managing Kelce's workload will be critical. Chiefs Kingdom should feel confident but not complacent. 2025 could be another ring or a reality check. What do you think? Are the Chiefs the team to beat, or are their odds inflated? Drop your thoughts below, and check back for more NFL analysis as the 2025 season approaches.